Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. But love me. So I'll call this something like the link between autism and 9/11. You know, like they do the link between the vaccine. Oh, maybe that used to be naughty. YouTube used to be like, oh, you can't do that, like Nazis. YouTube. Okay, so you got Trump doing that. Trump with a press conference with Bobby Kennedy Jr. doing some autism stuff. All a bunch of bullshit. All a bunch of hokey, lying shit. Like, and it's all a joke. And it's all like professional wrestling. Yeah, Bobby Kennedy's like his old face, like his raggedy face. And man, and Pete Hogsworth, that guy with that fucking, that's what they used to do on CNN. Like in 2016, after they used to put this like white stuff around all their lips. It's like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Yeah, and Tulsi Gabbard's got to do her thing. So I'm mixing this up with, what's this fuck that they murdered. That's them. Trump did that. Trump and all those guys. Or it's a lie. What's this fuck? TP USA. TP for my bunghole. I need TP. That's even on purpose. See, it's all on purpose. That's Beavis and Butthead. Beavis would go crazy. Eat too many candy bars or whatever. You can look that up. Okay, what's this fuck, man? I don't even know what his name is. Like, I swear to God, so at Turning Point USA, that would have been, man, when I was going to the convention, but he'd only be like 10 years old then or something in 2004. But like they had all of those kids there, the anti-abortion kids. There's all kinds of shit, so I would get to see all that. All their fake shit. They're not even hiding it. But they make it like theatrical. So for whatever, and no one talks. Yeah, the link between autism and 9/11. Yeah. So I was up in Boston in the middle of it. These center everything. Fuck. Because my son got autism. They gave it to him on purpose. Dr. Gordon was trying to get us to get out of there too. It was like going crazy. It might have already happened. And something in Beth Israel, that's where he's born. Fuck. And they go, like, God, my wife worked right then. She was working at Cubist Pharmaceuticals. It's all hokey. They do all this shit. Fuck, man. What would they do, man? Fuck. Yeah, they messed around, man. Whoops. Yeah, they messed around. Okay, because I was at the Ladders Clinic on 9/11, and that she knew, the evaluator knew, like I said. So that's that. And that stuff all around the Fenway. You had, what's it, Simmons College, right? That's when it's closer to the... You have Emmanuel College, yeah, it's on one side. And then Simmons is a little closer to the Gardner. And, yeah, Dr. Cameron, right? So D had studied under him. So we hired him. And he wrote, and he's like, it's procedural drift. Isn't that great? Because they know how to do their shit. Like all that shit in the Fenway. Like that shit I said before, you know? Fuck, man. And they were doing shit. And they did get our son infected with, in Dr. Gordon's office with, mycoplasma pneumonia. we were going to let him die. That's why Dr. Gorman was so freaking out, man. He wished we'd just leave. And then the pneumococcal pneumonia after that. And then he was hospitalized at Children's Hospital. So I know all this shit. And then my son got asthma after that. And the Linwood Grill, they used to own the flower. Well, they did own the flower shop building. They used to rent it. So that's all like gangster shit. And Linwood Grill's next to it. And they would they're doing smoke out of their chimney. It would go right up to our fucking apartment. That's probably fucking on purpose too. Because it goes right there. It's probably like a fucking weight. And it was like, we kept the fucking window shut an entire summer with no air conditioner. It was so bad. And our son got asthma there. Just about died. That was weird, man. There's all this shit they were doing. Then I finally got an air conditioner. Maybe it was later. And that was over at Boston Medical Center. After Dr. Gorin, I went over to Boston Medical Center. The developmental clinic. Something like that. That was really good. That doctor ended up dying too. Thanks supposedly it's in all this stuff. Maybe he's dropped out. That was weird because he didn't. That's weird that he died. Be sick. He did seem sicker. Well, I saw him those last few times, and then he just... And then all the ladies who had run our fucking thing, Lavinia fucking died. They ran our parents group, support group out there. And then the other lady died, the Haitian lady. She died. Her daughter had to stay in the house with her. It's in the papers. Her autistic teenage daughter was in the house with her dead body a few days. Or a week, or whatever. It's a big old fucking big deal. Like, she just fucking died. She was the president of our little parent support group. That was a fucking cool group, too. And it was funded by DMR, Department of Mental Retardation. And they changed the name to Department of, DS. What is DS? Department of, like the Department of, Developmental Assistance or something. I don't know. Something, man. Man, they tried to fuck with me later. They did way later. These fucking ACACs, the fucking anti-Semitic, like all the fucking shit in our neighborhood did a report, tried to get us in trouble. Because we had a sign in our window, Boston police rape kids, so. They said I was too insane, like in something with our son, and my wife was never there, or something like that, and my son, he has autism, but he's adult. And so that goes to the, you have Department of Mental Retardation until you're 22, then it goes to this other thing. There might even been still that, or something, but it's like, no, it's still that. The thing that goes to 22. That does go. Actually, it is that, yeah. That goes till 22, something like that. But so I get a call. And that because in Massachusetts, they'll do, if it's that's who gets it. Instead, it's not DSS, Department of, it's not social, fucking whatever, it's like that. For the, and I had his fucking number. I had just talked to him the week before. He's like, yeah, these people are fucking out of their fucking mind. That was a fucking chick next door, too, wasn't it? Or one of those, or she'd be right up with it, right? I know she's a rat. She had a fake bird on the roof, too. The shot spotter thing, or they'll say. And like, oh, I gotta go. Like, it's gotta be me, right? Fucking. Multiple bird songs all night long. Or something, maybe it isn't. Went over there once and they're torturing me to talk to the lady. Other lady that was there with her. Getting help, and it's oh man, that was the best ever. And I think it's even like, okay, there is some issues. It's not like they just, but it's like, and then they felt really bad. So, and I go in there, and their house is the exact thing. It's like their houses are prefab when they make them or whatever, but it's all variety. But there might see one or two of ours in the whole neighborhood, and that's one, but it's a mirror image. So I go in there, it's the same as ours, all fixed up. And a mirror fucking image. And it's just what I needed. I talked to her. I'd never talked to anyone before. talk to her, and she's all like, yeah, something, I don't know, I guess you gotta go retarded. I guess you gotta get all the medication, just be like, oh, suck all their dicks or something like that. You know, that basic shit. And, see, like, I don't even know, like, we got, they had just fixed up the laws for special ed. My son was born in 97, so he's getting autism, like, you know, for sure, like, he's 3. Like, a little bit before you can tell, but definitely going to Boston Public Schools when he's 3. So that's February of 2000. And so the DMR guy had driven me out to see this really tough lady. Oh, God, right up next. Oh, at the Hells Angels. Oh, shit. Yep. Damn, man. Way out there, out in Alston, right next to where the temple used to be, the Hare Krishna temple used to be, out there, out at the coffin factory. Like that. That's what the building had been before. And all the shit used to be out there. They used to have the trolley going through there in the old days. But, you know, I had to go see this lady. She don't take no shit. She's cool as motherfucker. She don't take no shit from nobody. And she's always like, every time I talk to her, you're a wimp. You're wrong. I'm the toughest motherfucker in town. I was all going around doing shit. You're like a wimp. What are you doing when you take shit from these people? She goes, she's the one who got the laws changed. She had the lobby originally. So when I'm there, like, all the laws are written for us, you know, and then they start paring it down, fucking around. You have full due process. You can take them to hearing. Well, a full due process hearing. The Massachusetts hearing rules and stuff. A regular parent doesn't have any right to that or anything. But fuck, how did I get started on this? Yeah, so they're taking me out there, and then it's not just, oh, get our son fixed up. But there's the thing, I'm telling you, the autism 9/11 fucking connection, okay? Is the truth. And then when what's Trump supposed to come out and just say that? Or this motherfucker's doing or that? Like, and he had his son pretending to have autism all those years, and it stopped. Like, no, it's down the memory hole. And Rosie O'Donnell's like his best friend. You know how it is. And, damn, man. Yeah, all this shit goes around in D, and God, man, you know the lady who took over Patty Cummins' seat here. I would call her Denise. Damn, she's fucking smart too. Denise, like from Boston Public Schools, like she's like a Denise. Like Denise, like seemed like she's always on, not on medical leave, but might as well be. Seems like she's going around in a bathrobe, and it's her and D. Killian. They ran all the autism, the ABA, Applied Behavioral Analysis, for all the kids in Boston Public Schools. It's just those two, and they had to do evaluations and stuff. Me in charge. They're administrators. They're not in God, what are they in? They're an administrator in the administrator union. That's how I beat. And the therapists are not in anything, and it's a special deal. They talk to the teachers union and everything, and so the therapists were not in anything. Now they outsourced it, but that was a special weird thing. The teachers are in the teachers union, and the ETF that runs the meetings, the special ed meetings, that's in the teachers union, even though they're an administrator. So that's a whole special thing they had done. And it gets kind of complicated. But they had all kinds of weird shit, keeping it efficient. Denise said, man, because I know, like Denise, some slick, cool customer. But she was assigned to Nikolai, at first. Then we, had to get D to do it. Because Denise has to be gone. And Richard Astalis, like he's like in charge when he dropped out. He's like Timothy Leary. It's like fucking, they talk about him like he's Timothy Leary. He's like actually Timothy Leary. He's like off in the back. And he's so fucking cool. Man, they tried to bring him around to us once. He came to a meeting. It's all cool. God, he gave me all the shit I demand too. Damn, man, I forgot. He gave me fucking everything. Damn. And then we're at a meeting, and he's like, I'm just sitting there reading my newspaper. I brought it. I think I had New York Times. I brought it, and then he was doing weird, wanting to do hand holding and do some weird fucking therapy session with everyone in the room, and I was just reading a newspaper. They're role playing or something because he wants to. I should have been more cool. I didn't know because that's the shit. That's the connection. They go to Abu Dhabi and Dubai, the fucking whole thing. That's the whole fucking thing. They got the real science because that's what's going on. Okay, and they'll even have this is like, then they'll call it autism, like that's fucking one thing and just lie. And then they'll then they'll stick everything else into autism, call that spectrum now. It's like fucking retarded. And they'll say I have fucking autism and shit. It's so fucking retarded. They're just lying. We have gone to everything, Children's Hospital, everything. And that connects right to oh my God, the gastroenterology stuff, all the freaky stuff they did, where people get, they take the daughter and they sue them, but they're all in on it together. Oh, the Tylenol. Ooh, okay. So then it's Tylenol. Okay, so one thing that's Trump and everyone's saying, you gotta be cautious though, because it could be it could have some really good stuff. Say you don't know anything, and you look, oh, this study, that study, oh my God, and it actually does something, it tweaks something or does something, and even when you get to it, oh, some cases it causes it. You could always get that, and they would have fucking planned that forever. You know what I mean? So you got to look out, because they'll fucking run you the wrong way, or and you're supposed to know once you've been around the block at all, like me and Patty Cummins, right? And that would be it's even somewhat, possible. Because remember Tylenol did that original thing. We had the Tylenol murders. And then it's it's off patent. So what the fuck they even call it that? Well, who the fuck? And what is it? How does it affect the Tylenol company? They're fucking off patent and been off patent for fucking 30 fucking years or something, right? It's the hospitals use it or something. Oh, they probably pay them. Oh, they probably even have to good kickbacks. And oh, well, what is about that? Oh, that's one drug. Medicine. And if you take a whole take a fucking whole bottle, oh, your liver is just going to die. If you don't get your stomach pumped or something, your liver's gone and you can die. So it's your suicide thing. It's also the big fucking danger. You can't fuck around. Right? And then, okay, I'm just going to say, because it's the thing. Okay, my daughter, when they went to all the mental hospitals and shit, they're making her do that shit, Children's Hospital. They're saying they took some Tylenol, a whole gobble of it, or 8 of them, or whatever the fuck. That's how you get checked in. Her and fucking 3 other kids, or her and this other kid. How does it go? And then the one they wouldn't let in. One came by and they reject her. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Right? So it's her and a friend check in. Right? All of a sudden, I don't fucking know anything about it because they're fucking running it. After all the rapes and all the shit. And God knows what, having us bark up a tree. And they had already had Ambrose in there. Ambrose is in there then, I think. Ambrose is in there, so it's Ambrose in there. And they visit Ambrose, and they're like, fuck, we're done visiting him. Now we're checking in. They come back, It's like, they've had fucking visited Ambrose. Those motherfuckers at the emergency boarding center are doing it. There's like a thing. There's a connection inside. So I'll visiting him. All good, right? You can do that, right? I guess if Ambrose's dad is going on it, yeah. Then they'll fucking go visit him, and later they come back. That's why they check in. They're check in. So they have me call up, yeah, your daughter's in. So I had to fucking go in there. I'm like, what the fuck? So the first thing they ever tell me about it, I just know what that is, but I go all the way in the back. This lady has to, she's supposed to tell me. She says, well, so why are you here? She actually fucking did that just to fuck me up and to fucking get a stir. I'm like, you called me. I was actually pretty cool about it. And they do the shit. That was all the way. And it's like a battle of heaven and hell. You got opposition too. It's not just. And it's a fucking nightmare. That's a nightmare. Then the real nightmare really begins. It's a nightmare. Once you oh, it is the nightmare. Okay, so let's go check in. Then the other one comes around. She's like, I gotta be this. I got all the cuts on. I'm gonna do it. And then go get the fucking, go back to fucking the thing. And the CIA had her. They put the fucking fetishes. Or that's a lie. It's probably true, man. They actually did that. They got her all tweaked. And she's supposed to be off on the side. They don't let her in. And that's some whole other thing. I don't want to go in all these things you fucking know, but it's fucking dirty as shit, man. Then Ambrose like ends up doing it too later, and they worked it. There's ones that work it, and I can tell you can watch this stuff. I can watch it, and like others are like in horror, they can't do anything. You touch it, and they'll blame you. You gotta follow the protocol. The thing is that you have to get it. So you have protocol in the shit, and they're following, and then they keep us slack. So you can't even get, oh, let's do the protocol, like, as this, oh, then we're blaming you for that, for Tuesday or something. So they can't. And really, I would think you have to have someone, they just want the kid to live and stuff, and you can, they gotta, they would be like insisting and shit. It probably goes on in the emergency room. You probably got these certain doctors, they freak out, right? Surgeons and stuff. It's not always like just, and it happens so quick, and they get insistent. And they want someone to live and shit. And because I kind of live like that. Like, that's how I think of it. And now, that's why I have that thing, like the moral authority. Could work, because, like, theoretically, like, it's like an emergency department or something, it'd be like that. Maybe. And I've seen them, like, God, man, that's the thing, when you're at the emergency boarding, you go, it's like different shifts, different doctors. Here comes the doctor, a fucking emergency doctor who's like in charge of the shift, like a young guy at Children's Hospital, Boston. And it's like, okay, you've arrived. Like, like, why would you hear? Even, it doesn't matter. It could be like it could be a nightmare, so everything's upside down. It'd be like, and so I always try to talk to him. Damn, man. But okay, back to Trump and his fucking lie and all their shit. They know, like, okay, so it did some fucking Tylenol. I guess one of the things is Tylenol never works for me. I'm not sure if that's with anyone. Everyone's such a douchebag, probably Tylenol doesn't work. Like ibuprofen. God, when that stuff, they invented that. I can have a headache and it just goes away. Aspirin doesn't do anything. Tylenol doesn't do anything. It's just every annoying motherfucker is always saying, take some Tylenol. It's a fraud, okay? But I was at Children's Hospital. My son had broke his arm. His arm broke in. Damn. And they were talking about Tylenol. And I said, I said the thing about how it doesn't work. And he said it doesn't work for some people. Okay, so that's like the pain management guy. It was the pain management guy. He was really good. And he told me all the shit. Even the shit they weren't doing, it's like because they have a protocol. And they have to be very careful because the nurses have to be able to do the shit in their sleep on their worst fucking day at the worst ever. So that, you got to have something they can just like robotically do. And so, like, that's why they have it like dug in protocol. Because you have to do a whole fucking thing to change it. And like, you have to, because they could fuck up. And that was cool. But Tylenol maybe just doesn't work. I know it doesn't work for me. Never fucking work. Doesn't do shit. And then ibuprofen's all of a sudden, like, God, I get rid of a headache. Makes me think I gotta go take some. I've got a slight headache. I used to get those headaches when I did those stats group videos. I had to take ibuprofen and it went away. Damn, man. And so, okay, so back to, I know I've gone around a circle, but it's a peculiar drug where they did have that poison thing once. And that's probably some fucking undercover shit all hooked in the company. And then you have it how it's even a company when it's off patent. And now it's going to take a hit and then go back, but the company, they can have other shit. And drive out all the fucking, maybe it's like hot shit. You gotta be, that's what I'm saying, why it's even Tylenol, because they talk like that, because it's even though it's off patent, because like someone's gonna be able to handle the like whole suicide thing. Like you're supposed to take it. It kills your liver. or you wish you did. You need a liver transplant. If you gobble a whole fucking bottle and you don't get your stomach pumped, it's your fucking liver's gone. And so they go around with that like it's supposed to be the wonder, because it's supposed to be okay, safe, but unless you gobble it, then you're fucked. And so everyone can do that. Everyone can threaten that, and it's their whole little like gateway suicide like key and claim, and that's what they fucking did up in Children's Hospital, and they rigged that shit. Okay, because it's that they like to keep that little thing there. And so, well, like, how did you get that naughty thing? Oh, it's just Tylenol. And all I had to say is I chugged it. You know? And that's why it's even there like Tylenol. So, like, it's probably just a lie. There's nothing that connects to anything. And meanwhile, it's like autism. Like, they even say there's one thing that's a lie. Like, what study and what do they do? Like, they're lying. And they never studied my son like any centralized, consistent way. And he's got all landow-Kleffner variant. You can look up on the brain test, on the beam test, electro EEG or whatever. And he was at the epilepsy clinic with Dr. Duffy. They got it all like talked about, and then they just drop it. They disappear it. You know, so that would be a certain type of so-called autism, of the autisms. And then he has all the allergies. You know, and they never study it. He's like, he's got all the RAS tests. That's, I think that's one where you draw blood and you check to see if there's antibodies to foods that you eat. And he's got all like positive to any food he's ever tried, including like lima beans, but they say that goes with cashews. Something like that. And then there's a skin test, and I can't remember what that's called. I think that's not the RAS test. That's on the back. They prickle the back, you know. I guess a checkerboard pattern or like a square 8x8 or something like that. And then the control thing, and maybe some fucking control, just proteins that no way you've been exposed to. And he's like, all boom, like everything he's ever been exposed to has like a little, like gives a hive, makes a hive, some worse than others. It's just food. It's not supposed to do that with anyone. You're not supposed to get a little like hive for just food proteins. Like, and he's got it. And that's supposed to be, a kid like that's supposed to be like, have all kinds of gastroenterological problems, which he doesn't show any symptoms of. No, like problems with poop, anything like that. It'd only be like, because he only drinks milk, so you get a certain issue sometime, but nothing other than that. He's very picky about food. Fuck us, so we do all this shit. And they never really pursue it. And you can go, to the gastroenterologist, it just goes into the quack land. So they'll take that. Why the fuck? And that was over at, here's the Boston Medical Center. It sounds like it's like sucks there, but that one clinic, that was the place. Boston Medical Center for kids in emergency room, little kids. That was the place. And it sounds like it would be fucked, or at least for me. Like, and it was like fucking fucked and rapey later. Oh yeah, I remember. But for little kids, like you go in, and it looks like, oh my God, what is this? And they're even making an emergency room. Like, oh my God, it's all thugged out, it's all ratchet. Oh God, and the white guys, all the white guys that work there have their prison tattoos and stuff. Their gangster tattoos. And then, but then you get in, they're all nice. That was the best emergency room. Way the best. For if you have a little kid. But they hide it. Like, you go in there and you get scared away. But then it's good. Once you get in, you're good. And it was. And so along with that, at Boston Medical Center, they had the developmental clinic, something like that, for kids with autism and everything else, every asthma, everything where you need help. Like, it's not like regular childhood. And so you had Dr. I'm going to have her name. Dr. Steinbeck, okay? A lady. She was, maybe Susan Steinbeck? I don't know. Dr. Steinbeck, she was in charge of the allergy clinic, or the asthma allergy clinic. But she's a pulmonologist. Okay, so she doesn't really know allergies is the first thing. So she really was thinking, man, she had heard about the shit and stuff and these different tests. And she's thinking I was being bullshit because I was going in there to see her. And then she went and studied it later, and she was like freaking out. She's like, holy shit, this is some weird shit. Because my son had asthma too. But she's in charge of the asthma allergy clinic. And they have her be a pulmonologist because like that's how you can get killed. My son had almost died when he had his pneumonia. And so she's like a life-saving, it's probably more important to be a pulmonologist. She was fucking good. And so, but no one studies it. They just like then drop it because they already know and they're already doing it. They're the ones who gave it to you in the first place. Like the system. They're all going to Abu Dhabi and Dubai and fucking whatever. And they know all the shit. I guarantee. And they'll have all the psychology and shit is covered so they can have real psychology to work people and shit. Like, why is this girl, she went to college, she does all this stuff, hangs around with this guy, she's in this bed with a psychology thing, and, how do these guys, and they get mentioned, it's hokey autism, and really it's all the shit. And they got real science, and they make sure you gotta predict this shit, predict it, or we'll put in the guy that writes movie screenplays too. We'll run him right up on you, and you gotta teach him, and he's gonna fucking predict. He'll do a little seance and stuff, and you gotta give him whatever the fuck he wants. And do it, because they got the real shit. Because they want the goal to get the fucking know what's going on. But these motherfuckers are lying. They don't know because they did it, or someone else did it. And they'll do it to their fucking kid if they're not careful. And they just fucking run the shit. And when Trump's doing all this lying shit, they're making it a joke, like professional wrestling. And you're supposed to know, because I wouldn't even fucking know unless they're showing it. Like they're all the way. Right? Oh, check that out. U.S. Are you William Blake? That's a cool movie. Okay. Okay, so. Yeah, so I told Dr. Steinbeck what happened with his pneumonias. And I just ran through, said the whole thing verbally, and she wrote it all up later. I wasn't sure if she was listening. She wrote up everything exactly how it is and how fucking horrid they are and how they almost killed him. Like they're trying to kill him on purpose, fucking around. Over at the other place, at fucking Dr. Gorin's office across from Children's Hospital. And he goes to Children's. And then I go from there to Boston Medical Center. That was a good clinic. Man, it's weird. We had the parent support group. Okay, so first, Lavinia, she's there for a year, more, she's cool, going to conventions. Funded by DMR, I'll get into it in a second. Then she has to pass away, die, has her heart attack, and this other lady takes over, something like that. She's there. And then she dies after a while. And this other lady that's her, this black lady, because they're all black. We're all black. I was going to say, hey, we're all black. Yeah, we're all black. Like you said, I was I had my big beard, my beard and my payos. And I had this hat on, like a Muslim hat, but then I have payos and stuff in my beard. And I was going through my face. That was weird. Man, that was. I guess that was around the time. Oh my God, that would have run right through 9/11. Holy shit, would have been too. Damn. Because I shaved just a little bit after 9/11. One of the last places I went is up at the airport, right up in the terminal. The day before 9/11, I went right up to the flights to Los Angeles, departing flights to Los Angeles, because my brother had taken him there once. And so I take my son there. And my beard and my payos, and everyone's all in my Islam suit. I have my Islam weird, because I'm doing, it looks like that, but it's I have my sweater, and I'm just weird, man. Because I don't want to fucking go to the liquor store. I'll be humiliated, right? And then after that, it's fuck it. I'm not going to drink anyway. But you can't do that and then go to the liquor store, right? So it's yeah, I'm cold turkey. I just don't fucking do that shit. And it's if I can let that go on a few years and then fuck it. Then it had to be, Ken, you're such a pretty boy. Damn, man. That's what the thing said. He was like a popo, too. And the Progressive Labor Party. Man, he got me to go to that, and he couldn't get in the door. He's supposed to meet me there. And he said, they wouldn't let me in at the college. Oh, shit. The one that is across from the mosque, you know, that, like, whatever. Is it Roxbury Community College or something? No, there's something else or something. Man, when I was in there, I got to see the things. Folks, he didn't see them. I don't know. Jeez. Okay, so, yeah. And they got me, when I first went there, they got me the, made sure I got an air conditioner. We had to do a weird thing. Air conditioners used to be way more expensive. And I got one from Sears, and it took them a while to get their DMR money. So I had to go just get it, and then they're going to pay me back. Well, we're like, kind of like a little bit poor. They got an issue. So I can have it, because I just have the fucking window shut. And no air conditioning. Because they're blowing smoke in. Now I call the fucking guys, and I have this paper with all this stuff written. You know, when I call the city, the guy's supposed to do something about it. And he's all helpful, but he can't do anything. What are you supposed to do? Shut their business? And their pipe's just going. It goes right over to us. And his name is like, I think Brian Glasscock. So it's got to be they're fucking around, right? Like a motherfucker. That's before 9/11 too. That's that whole fucking neighborhood there. So I have to call fucking Brian Glasscock. It's on there. Someone Glasscock. Take all that serious. And it like would look down and be Linwood Grill and that function thing. It's like the barbecue, CIA barbecue. They barbecue these motherfuckers. You be eating it every day. It's delicious. And just airdrops, a little bit of barbecue sauce. We know how to fucking hook this stuff together. Slow barbecue soaks in. And they're joking about that at over at Boca Raton too, in the elevator. How it soaks in. You could take a class in it. They're specialized. Learn how to do it. So you could be the CIA fucking. That's what you have to do to be a CIA. Like fucking. I'd do that, man. They probably fucking take me around. I'll be all hot and tired, but I know how to do the barbecue. Right? Get it to soak in. All the way, and then that is what it is. It's not like, oh my god, how do you do that? You're like, no, just gotta get it somehow, however the fuck that works. And slow over a few days, and you know how to get take the materials, put the damn fucking thing together. Then you had to bring in and drop the barbecue sauce. Like, what's that CIA colonel or whatever? Like in Liberia. Okay, back to fuck, man. Yes, I got I got the air conditioner, and then I had to tell Sears, I had to do a special way and get a receipt. Oh man, I did this weird thing with Sears and get the receipt like post dated, and like that Sears company helped me with it. And then this fucking thing just broke too, and the repairman came and just fucking around and said, yeah, it's fine, it's just blowing just fucking coolish air. It's not gonna fucking, it used to be air conditioning the whole fucking thing, and he'd lie and he'd fuck around. And I called and I bitched, and finally they said, okay, we'll send him out again. And I was like, no, you already said it's broken. So they had to replace it. And they're bitching at the thing. And then I did fuck around with this receipt with that. That's like sneaking this, and that's why it's post-dated, and now you have to undo this, that, fucking the thing. So I get the DMR, and it's like, the DMR lady would come to our meeting too. She's really cool. She's like more than, man, the DMR, so I wish I knew, because that was some real, that's just how they have to fucking run their shit. But there was nothing, we would get this DMR funding, and it would go to us, like, this meeting, God, we fucking, our kids, like, of all the shit to, like, save our kids' lives or get shit going. Man, 2 of those ladies fucking died, too. Like I said. You know, and being able to fight the school, deal with public school. You know, like, Lavinia was badass, man. She said this one thing, her mom was a school bus driver, okay? Boston Public Schools, I guess. And then Lavinia was going to try driving for Boston Public Schools. And then they had to like tell her she's like fucking going to beat everyone's ass. And she couldn't do it anymore. I think it was a school bus driver. Maybe it was like a public bus driver. But she don't take no shit. Cool as a motherfucker. Don't take no shit. And one time she called up the school and said, like, don't send the bus for her daughter. Daughter's not going to school that day. So the bus comes anyway. It's just waiting outside. So she walked out to the bus and she said, why are you here? It's like, because I told you. And they're like, in case you change your mind. Just like, yeah. I had the coolest Haitian bus drivers too. Certain ones that do the thing. It's always Baby Doc. Baby Doc and Papa Doc and Duvalier. So I got to learn all the shit. Like meanwhile, the school bus drivers unions acting like they hate Baby Doc. It's like their pet thing, and they got the communists so fucking watch. You know, like fucking what's this fuck hangs around with them? And I had a run in with them. That's the thing. Those guys are jumping me at the in the 2004 convention. The guys in the t-shirts. But that's all their fake shit. The Boston School Bus Drivers Union. From before. Now, yeah, so that, see, I'm all fucking just going on with this shit. It's just like one thing after another. You go from autism back to the undercover CIA, 9/11, just fucking just keep swinging back and forth. I swear to fucking God. Okay, up in Boston. Boston's the thing, man. Because it was 9/11, then the convention. That's all one thing you got to think of. 9/11, the end of 2001, then it's like 2004 convention. You know, 3 years later, it's going on. A little less than 3 years. And I got a couple of years really working on it. It's all the same Secret Service. And they're not even hiding it. Like Secret Service. One of the guys that comes, you know, fucking hangs around with us and just run around and all the fucking shit and all the feds, regulatory capture. Regulatory capture means regulators get captured. You know, it's all shit and who knows what, but everyone I knew like fucking left. Got cleared out of that neighborhood. They went to Ukraine and like whatever the fuck. Way before 9/11. Like that's why everyone got fucked up in the 90s, early 90s. I'm getting fucked up. It's just in the thing. All going crazy, have to get out of there, whatever, get deported. One guy fucking has to go back to Greece, or whatever, or however the fucking all split up, go around here, there, and they trade the fucking temple for parts of Russia, former Soviet Union, Ukraine. They traded it, and then that shit happens with all that guy, because the other Boston stuff. So it's not, man, like. So you have Tulsi, like, I don't know where Tulsi comes from, where, because, like, no one ever fucking dealt with them. Like, they went off, in Hawaii, whatever, they go off, and they do business, or whatever. Like that, right? And, that guy had split off before, like, I mean, he gets sent off on his way. And so you don't really know all the way, maybe. It's all undercover shit. And then they had to burn up Maui before this election. Then they burned, just like they burned up Los Angeles. First they burned up Maui underneath. That's right, some of my motherfuckers are all running around there. They're probably digging all in that fucking volcanic stone. Probably submarines under there. There's submarines, maybe submarines, they go under the Blue Hills, right? And that would make a lot of sense, some of the shit. And the tensions and weird shit. And those rivers, that river that stinks stuff around, right? And that's why fucking Ashmont's so fucking weird. Mattapan, that's why Mattapan's so fucking weird, right? All out there. Everything's Judenrein. Jews, like, it's all up in there. They had to get out, just like the rest of it. They have their thing. Do something else. Because that's all this shit. Now I'm fucking, God, fucking YouTube's getting anti-Semitic. And like before, you gotta be punished, so you can't like think about it. Well, he's a Jew, this, that. Well, how was our history? And it's gotta be all naughty. You gotta be punished. Now it's like just outright bigoted shit. I get like anti-Semitic comments on my thing with a skeleton, and they act like no one looks at that. All this shit, and it's like, man, I tried to put these guys get arrested over in Israel on YouTube before it said it's too violent. Like, and it's not. Like, they're fucking not. One guy's only getting wrestled. He gets wrestled down and pushed by the cops. So that's because he's on it. Like one guy's supposed to be taken away. And so the other guy's messing with him. And so he has to get like strapped down, roped down, and like and then they run off from him. Like it's like that violent. It's not like, oh my God, I wish I hadn't done that. Now they're all doing me. It's like kind of not way more than what it makes have him stop resisting. It's like haul the other guy off, right? I mean, and there's no violence, not compared to any fucking thing. And they just say it is because it's a Jew thing. And they have all their lying and all their racist shit. They don't let you have a Jewish YouTube. They just don't let you do it. It's what it is. And you can't have your hokey stuff. Man, if my son, he has curly hair. Like he would have been down here, like all these curly hair kids running around their bikes, all the annoying shit. They wouldn't have done that shit to him down here. He used to look he was such a good kid too. I mean, he's beautiful. All the shit. They did that on purpose. Trump knows that shit too. All those guys, Trump and the fucking thing. Oh, what are they gonna do? Drop another airplane or something? Do some more? Yeah, that's what they're gonna fucking do. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. It's gonna rain toads. That's what they're saying, really. And see, I don't fucking do that. Man, doesn't fucking Bobby Kennedy Jr. talking about raining toads? Look at him, man, with his fucking makeup or whatever. Like, what do you think? Your expert opinion on the vaccine? Man, I think we'll switch up the MMR vaccine a little bit, mumps and rubella. I don't know. Fuck, man. And there's fucking lying, man. Like, there's not just one autism. My son has real autism. It's like classic, man. It's got the original thing. You got the whole delays, like talking delays. Then you have single words. Oh, this is really early. He taught himself how to read before he was 3. Like all the words he could just read. And so the computer programs, they would do that. And then he didn't keep going far because like the computer program, you can't be talking to him. If it was just like if it was made for deaf kids, it'd be okay. But he can't do sign language either. If he doesn't want to fuck around with his hands, get around with people, fuck around with them. But if there was some other thing, which they'll do in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, they'd probably take a case like his and get it going. He probably could. He would have developed language in a typical way, maybe. Not be so fucked, but he's, because on the EEG test at the epilepsy clinic, Dr. Duffy, he had like 2 or 3 of those, and those get analyzed. So he has what Dr. Duffy calls the Landau-Kleffner variant. That's Dr. Duffy's own label for something, and no one else uses it. And it's nothing to do with Landau-Kleffner syndrome. That's like the severe thing. That's something else that some other guys do, but it just because EEG looks like it, But it's in the left front temporal lobe. It's in the receptive hearing, the receptive speech part of his brain. It's in the hearing part of his brain to process hearing, and it's in the part for the receptive speech, like hearing someone talk and processing those words and stuff. And the hearing part of his brain still. And right next to it is the that part of the brain is the part where the singing goes. And singing is fine, but the part doesn't show anything. But there's like epileptic spikes and crazy electrical activity in the part for the receptive speech. And that's that. Like it's like in the theory, like in Dr. Martine, she said, and this is the theory they all have, like it makes sense, like why he had all the words and then he stopped, and he wouldn't put 2 words together, but he knew all the words, and he'd repeat anything back unless he knew it was like 2 or more words. He'd refuse. He says that's because of the grammar thing. Like kids, they clam up, don't talk until they get perfect grammar, and so that's always being triggered, and it goes on for a couple of years or something like that, or fucking ever. Because he's not hearing it correctly with the correct grammar. He just clams up. But he could sing like lines of a song with the words. And he could do scripted phrases. Those are fine. But he wouldn't recreate a phrase with the words he knows. And it's all from the receptive speech part. And then how if he wouldn't have heard it correctly and he wouldn't be able to say it and hear it correctly. And so it's just always a blockage. His brain's waiting for that. And it never fucking worked probably. And that's why he could have gone into sign language he can't get because he wants to avoid people. He doesn't want to deal with them, have them looking at his hands, doing shit. He didn't do eye contact. You need to avoid it because it's too sensitive. It's too much. And so that's what that is. They fucking know that too. They fucking know. And so if she knew that, and that's their thing. They know it. They know this is the such and such case, and they're fucking lying. I know that now. Okay, because another thing, I went to Ashmont Station once, a little bit later, maybe 7 or something. And it's before we had all gone up to the school and this stuff. And I'm talking to this lady, nice white lady. She kind of works there. I end up talking to her a little bit. I think she works there. And she seems like a cop, which she is. She is some undercover thing. And she acts like she just works the station, has her MBTA job, and is really working class. But really some kind of super cop, super thing, super CIA shit. Okay? That's Ashmont. And the actual fucking Air Force intel, the guys that know shit about Homestead had run something once. I'm pretty sure it's them. It could be from, I had written about it, but I think, I get the feeling they would have fucking done that. Like when I was going to school, I used to ride the 22 bus and the 23 bus. First school I'm riding the 22 and then the 23 or vice versa. Everyone bitches about, the 22 and 23. Everyone gets shot in the 22, 23. It's probably a fucking setup anyway. The hard bus, the rough bus. First I was doing one bus to get to school. Then I had to do the others, the next school, to the home school. One was a 22, the other 23. Because they bus them all the way across town. Racist motherfuckers. I'd go past all the white neighborhoods, way out of town, way out to the black school. Shit. Always. Because that's how they do the autistic kids. He's like fucking 3 years old and shit, even. When he was when he was 3. Okay, so, but I met her at Ashmont. And I was talking about my son, Orlando Clefner variant. She said she has, I think it was a daughter that's diagnosed with the same thing. So maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It might even be true. And say, run her by me. Because maybe they just don't want to lie, right? But that's like part of a thing. That's a fucking thing. It's a setup. And she's talking to me and she's nice. Because it's just how it is. And it's at Ashmont. Because that's the fucking CIA shit. I'm telling you, the autism 9/11 connection. Because it fucking is. And all this shit up in the Fenway. And how they use that. Oh my God, Richard Estalis out going on somewhere, man. I even went to the Judge Rotenberg Center and fucking inspected that school. That was funny. And then, oh man. And so I gotta be like, and now Tylenol with all the shit. And that's what Tylenol is. It is the suicide thing. And the whole like managing that. And then having a company, I guess the brand, like the off brand can be put aside and someone can handle a suit. That's why you got I need Tylenol. You know why they're doing Tylenol at the hospital? Because they need to be like, hey, what if someone gulps it and they could have suicide? Someone's got to handle it. Someone's got to like, run all that cord and do it. And they even got the kid to do it in the first place and all kinds of shit. And so it's Tylenol. That's why they even push it. It's like some fake ass shit. Probably doesn't fucking work. They'll find out. Not only, it doesn't cause autism, it doesn't get rid of your fucking headache.